In our lab, we observed the worm spreading across a realistic network with no human guidance. Our research has uncovered a new class of hacking threat that cannot be stopped by current cybersecurity methods. With almost every aspect of modern life dependent on networked computers, the risks are serious. Before publishing our research, we withheld details that would enable malicious use, and we shared the findings with relevant Canadian authorities. By making the results public now, we are sounding the alarm. This is an important next step toward building defenses so that other researchers, industry leaders, policymakers, and the public can join us to confront this new risk. In our secure and contained digital lab, we showed that it's possible to create a computer worm using artificial intelligence that's fundamentally different from anything seen before. A computer worm is a type of malware, malicious software programmed to exploit specific known digital security vulnerabilities to spread itself from device to device. As long as cybersecurity efforts address newly discovered vulnerabilities faster than hackers can attack them with malware, the worms can be contained. Up to now, that's largely been effective. It was thought that only with access to the most powerful AI models, such as Claude Mythos, could hackers outpace cybersecurity efforts. And we rely on safeguards put in place by the companies behind these big models to prevent that. Most people don't know, however, that there are these small, free, less powerful AI models. They can be accessed openly on the internet. Up to now, they were thought to be too simple to be a threat, but we discovered they can be made sophisticated enough to give hackers an advantage like never before. In our lab, we discovered it is possible to create an AI worm using one of these small, accessible AI models that can quickly exploit new vulnerabilities as they become known and generate tailored attacks to spread to computers, servers, and networks. Given the wide range of vulnerabilities on our devices at any one time, it will be extremely difficult to close down every potential avenue of attack. Hackers have typically focused on the most high-value targets due to the time and comparatively enormous computing resources that are required to wage a cyber attack. Now, this low-cost design means every machine connected to the internet, laptops, cameras, smart thermostats, and everything else online is a practical target, if not for the data it holds, then as a launchpad to attack more valuable targets. With almost every aspect of modern life dependent on network computers, our water supplies, access to food and goods, energy, banking, communications, healthcare, education, government, and so much more are all exposed to this threat. Current defenses were not designed with this kind of independent, constantly evolving threat in mind. The worm would be able to make use of publicly available information about newly disclosed vulnerabilities and turn it into a working attack with limited human involvement. This shrinks the time defenders have to respond. In our lab, we observed the worm spreading across a realistic network with no human guidance. While this was a proof of concept in a secure environment, the prototype demonstrates a capability that existing security tools are not yet tuned to detect. This finding launches us into a new era of cybersecurity. Criminal and state hackers are likely already developing something similar to what we have shown in our lab. This research positions us to build the countermeasures to defend against new threats of this nature. Now that we've shown the threat is real, researchers, industry, and policymakers need to come together to address it with urgency. But it's not just those in positions of power who need to act. We can all do our part by removing as many digital vulnerabilities as possible. To start, no more delaying software updates. No more reusing easy passwords. And we need to use multi-factor authentication as much as possible. Academic research such as ours is critical to finding solutions for the benefit of society as a whole. And the University of Toronto brings the multidisciplinary research talent, infrastructure, and institutional skill crucial to solving big problems like this. UFT has deep expertise in AI. My colleague Geoffrey Hinton, the Nobel Prize-winning godfather of artificial intelligence, helped develop the foundations of modern AI. We also have world-leading cybersecurity experts and exceptional students with the skills and drive to help solve these difficult problems. We are ready to build defenses against this emerging threat together with the rest of the world.